EU DEE Disruption 305. We see how DOSH is making Fed cuts. 2 trillion. How much interest rates they pay today equal to military expenses, defense expenses. So how about Europe? I can really say one data. There is 50,000 public government buildings in Spain, so it's a question of brick. Then who does occupy those brick? Okay, let's put them all in one building. Then what savings do we have? Imagine security, maintenance, reconstruction, because most of the buildings we have within Spain and within Europe is like from a Stone Age. So repairing and keeping these buildings, it costs how much? Then we could really watch how many summits they have, these prime ministers, and stop these planes and stop these, how many government cars there are, how many chauffeurs there are. Of course, we can really look at how Chinese companies work, which is how many hours per week they work, number one. Number two, how much tax they put our competitors to companies. For example, a strategic maritime sector, let's think about VAT. Of course, the French Prime Minister says that VAT is not a tax because the Americans, they don't know that it is not a tax. Of course it is a tax. It is a tax to all the humans of Europe, VAT. And it really also, it is to think about how about immigrants we have and how many unemployment grants we give in Spain, 4 million. Well, we need 4 million seafarers. How much intrinsic value loss that is. So there is many things that the Department of Economic Efficiency can really tackle today. Not tomorrow, no, because we pay your tax. You should be working for us from yesterday. So why don't you apply these measures? Because it is the only way to compete with the USA and with Asia. We are right in the middle. We have the ball. We are the tiki-taka. We are really the center of goodwill and intrinsic perpetual value, like maritime transport. If you take away the VAT from shipping and from shore, if you take away this complicated income tax and just put a flat 5-10%, just fire those people involved in that. And if you look at the national insurance, social security, we have 34 in Spain, 25% in the UK. Why don't you put just, let's say 25, okay, but 50-50, employee and employer. And then how about the loss of employment? Why do we need to keep employing people that are not efficient and do not have productivity with the AI competition? And then, how about looking at the next tax, which is the profit tax? How can really big technological companies and other companies profit from paying zero, and then in Europe, small companies do not pay? That's why I invest in Amazon, because a lot of small, medium companies are going to die because of tax and bureaucracy. How can we stop bureaucracy? Yes, ask Europeans, but then do it yesterday, because we are right in the middle of the fight between either Russia or Asia and America, and we are right in the center. We have a huge competitive advantage. No one is really at the center. Thank you, bye.